Hi ladies, Elsa here with Justafew Designs, and I was tagged by two ladies, by Clipping Girl, hey girlie, and by Sharon's Proud Mommy, hey. And so here it is. These are my top 20, my favorite top 20 that I used last year. And to start out, I'm going to start with the cutter. This is the Frisco's cutter, and I like this one in particular because it's 6 inches. So, you know, most of our designs are either 6 by 12 or 12 by 12, and it extends. It has a ruler on the side. You got to open like this, and it extends all the way to 15 inches. All the way out here, you can see. All the way to 15 inches over here. And over here where it cuts, it has a little metal, a little wire that extends, and so it shows you on the paper exactly where it's going to cut, so you know how to line it up. It's awesome. But then, my other favorite cutter is the guillotine. And mainly because this thing will save you on all these little blades. Now, this is good for little cuts here and there, 3/4, you know, I mean, I love it. I use it all the time. But this one will cut up to 10 sheets at a time. So whenever you're measuring or like making a mini and you need a whole bunch of papers, this cuts, like I said, 10 sheets, one whack, and you're done. So it does save on having to do one at a time, you know. So if you haven't used one of these, ladies, I recommend you do. You will love it. It's a time saver, and you'll be hooked. You really will. It's got measurements up here, and excuse me, it's got the inches, and then it's got centimeters right here for you also. So I like this one, and this one is by Swing Line, and I got this one at Office Depot. Okay. Next on my list are these. And before I got this, my crocodile, I just love it, love it, love it, love it. I had an array of these. I mean, like from small to huge ones. And come to find out, all I needed was these 2 sizes and holes. I love it. If you haven't purchase one of these, if you've been thinking about it, this is a good investment. This is something that needs to be part of your arsenal when you scrap. It'll cut through anything. I bought the little wood pieces that they sell like at Michael's for Christmas. They had little stockings and little Christmas trees, and this punched a hole through that piece of wood like butter, effortlessly. You will love it. If you try it, you won't need anything else. Now, those 2 holes I found were all I needed, but every now and then, though, I really like this one. This one is really, really tiny. I don't know if you can see right there. This works really good if you have to punch a hole to put a brad through, because it's a tiny, tiny punch. So I got rid of most of the other ones. Well, they're still hanging in a box in there. I don't use them, but these 3 sizes is all that I need, and I use them a lot. And then there's my, it's called the Round It All. It's made by Sutter. This is the makers of the Bind It All, which is one of my other pieces that I don't have up here to show, but it is also one of my favorites. But this is the only paper rounder that I have and that I use, and I've had this for about 1.5 years, and it's never given me problems. It collects all your little trash right here in a little compartment, and you just empty that. And it's pink, so I loved it, and I can't do without it. Next on my list is my handy dandy ruler. I love this ruler. I have another one that's flexible, which I really love too. But this one I really like because it's got the designs on it. And this one's made by Xoxoxo, and I got this one at Walmart, and I like it because it has it's a center finding ruler. It starts with a measurement of 0 inches in the center, and then it goes 6 this way and 6 that way. So if you're ever trying to find a center on a piece of paper, you just have to line it up. Like if it's 4 inches here, line it up with 4 inches here, and here is your center. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, it's awesome, and it comes in inches and centimeters on one side. So can't do without it. I love it, especially since I'm not really good with measurements, and I hate measurements. As you all know, I just fold here, fold there, and it's done. And one crafter will be complete without bling. And I love all sorts of bling. My favorite, Prima Bling and Recollections. Recollections you can find at Michael's, And I love it because it comes in all different colors. It's really dainty. It's really easy to use with. It's one of my favorites. And then, of course, who doesn't like Prima, right? We all love Prima. And then these are the little individual bling from the dollar bin at Michael's. And you just should have these readily available. It makes a project just stand out. It completes projects. I really like that. Another thing are my color box pigment inks. My favorite, and the one that just about the only one I use, is the Cat's Eye collection, and it comes in the black and the deep burgundies. It has a light brown and some like lighter, almost like skin tones, and it seems like this is the one that I use the most. I have them and they come in different colors. I seldom use them. I try to, but I always go back to this. At least once a month I go and get these, and I love them. My favorite. If you haven't tried them, give them a try. You know, if you have a coupon, they're like $10 for the set of 6. But you know, go over there with your 40% coupon, and they're really affordable. You can get that. And then, of course, if you follow me, you know that me and Martha are like right there. I love her round the page die cuts, and her corner punches are just my favorite. Oh my goodness, I use them in just about all my projects. I think they make everything just look so pretty when you're able to, you know, add, like this one has hearts on it. It's just so pretty. And of course the butterfly one, my favorite. And if you've ever bought anything from me, all my packages always come with a butterfly, and everybody that has like I said, gotten anything from me probably owns a little bit of Martha, because I add it to everything. I love them. My favorite. Can't do without them. I'm always buying them. It's awesome. And then, of course, there's the Sizzix, and I buy all my Sizzix from the Sizzix.com site. And the Tim Holtz dies are awesome. They are such crisp cut. He's got some awesome designs, and this is the tiny tabs and tags. This is new. I haven't even used this one yet, but I love them. This and my Big Shot. I'm not bringing it over. It's too heavy. But that's another one of my favorite that made my top 20. I just didn't want to carry it over here. And I'm so excited because I just bought the Pro. That sucker's huge. But anyway, ladies, try your hand at die cutting. It's fun. It's fast, and all the sizes and everything are cut for you already, which makes it so fun. And then glossy accents. Oh my goodness, when I first discovered glossy accents, and I know, well, here, let me backtrack. I know that you've probably seen all these products already because I'm a little behind doing this. I've been a little sick, but when I first found glossy accents, if it stood still, I was going to use it on it. I just love what this does. I just love it. I go through these bottles. I wish they made it like in 5-gallon bottles that I could just keep. But love it. That and Stickles. And Stickles also comes in different colors, which I have. But I tend to only use the iridescent colors. And one of my favorite ones is the Diamond Stickles. When I put this on my projects, depending on the color, it shines through. It's iridescent, so it picks up the colors that you've used. So it kind of changes colors. So I really like that. So these are some staples that you need to have in your arsenal of craft supplies, because they just make crafting fun. Another thing are the Lindsay Stamp Gang and the Glimmer Mist from Taylor Angels. These are just awesome to have to change the color of so many things. From ribbon to flowers. I just love it. And when you order from Lindsay, you'll get them. They come in powder form, and then all you have to do is add the water, which is awesome because you don't have to worry about, you know, how lovingly the postal service treats your packages. So you don't have to worry about having ink all over the place, because it's really neat the way they do that. So I love them, and they work great with I Am Roses mulberry flowers. These flowers take these colors so pretty. And of course the Taylor Angels is also one of my favorites. And can't live without those to change colors to match your papers. Sometimes it's really hard for me to find a flower to match paper, but if you have the dyes, and what I do also, sometimes I'll take the colors and put them in a bottle and mix them and make my own colors, which works really well. Now these are my favorite from I Am Roses, and of course the roses are my favorite ones, and this paper just takes the color beautifully. If I can even turn it around somehow so you can see it. We're there. Alright, anyway, the roses are my favorite ones, and I Am Roses, what can I say about them? Beautiful, beautiful flowers, easy to work with, and almost all my projects have one or two little I Am Roses on them. So give her a try. It takes a little bit to get to you. I'm in Florida, and it probably took, I'm gonna say, about 20 days for this to get. So I always put a big order, or at least big for me, so that I can get what I have. And right before I run out, I make sure I place my order. Another thing are all the different fibers and feels and stuff, because nowadays we can't complete a project without it having some kind of fiber, excuse me, ribbon or lace or something on it. So this is my favorite by all of trims. It lays so nice and flat on your pages. You can trim the edge of a box, you can cover an oops really well with this. It is just pretty, and my favorite color is the cream. And you can also use your colors on these to change colors. So you know, I guess I like the light color so that I can do changing. And I like it in cream, and I also like the green for some reason. I used to love the green, but that, and of course beads and laces and ribbons, and I didn't want to bring all that out, so you get the idea. I love these. And if you have not worked with seam binding, Hug Snug 100-yard roll. I got mine from eBay. It is lovely, lovely to work with. It's in it. I mean, you can crimple it. You once again use your colors. I use the Starburst, the Starburst sprays, and this is the hot pink. I like the name of it. I like to say Hottie Patootie. Anyway, and this also takes the color really, really well. And what I do is I'll usually put it in a little plastic bowl. I'll cut whatever amount you want. You spray it, and I put it in a plastic bowl, and then I just make sure that it's really saturated. Then I just dry it with my heat gun, which is another one of my favorite tools that I can't do without, is my heat gun. Mine is from Nestabilities, and I wish I would have bought the pink one. It's blue, but this works awesome, and this is a must-have to dry to help you work faster, because I hate to wait. So almost everything gets you know, a burst of heat air, of hot air, to help it dry. But anyway, that, and what else have I? Okay, and these. My tweezers. I tend to keep my nails long, so it's hard for me to pick up little tiny things sometimes. And these tweezers have got to be the best tweezers I've ever bought. And they really grip. I mean, they're really strong. I hate tweezers. I have a set like this one. I bought this one, and when you pinch here, it opens at the end like that. I don't know if you can see that. You see that opening right there? So it's not gripping anything, and I don't know why. I'm going to throw them away right now. I don't even know why I kept them there, because they don't work. These are awesome, and the strength of it clipping is actually at the tip, which is what you want when you're trying to grab something. And it comes in a set of 4, and this one, my goodness, this one is so tight, and this one you pinch to open instead of, you know, like this one you pinch to close. This one you pinch to open and then release, and it's got the grip on it. So depends what you use to, but, and I keep them in these strong magnets. This magnet, you can lift the car with these magnets. I really like them. And I have this metal board on the side of my desk, and I just keep it there so that they're readily available and I don't lose them, because ladies, I can put this sucker right there, turn around, work on something, come back, and that won't be there. The tweezer troll takes it and hides it from me. So now I don't have to worry about it. It's always where I know it's going to be, and I love my magnets. and my tweezers. I really like that set of tweezers. And then are my favorite Nestabilities. And if you all been following me for a while, you have to know that I love this one. When I first bought this one, it was like the little die that could. I used it and must have put it on everything I made. This is the beaded oval. And I had a lot of emails. A lot of you ladies went and bought it after you saw me using it, and I was so stoked that you liked it because I love it. And it's still my favorite. But I'm giving it a rest. I bought some more. And this one is the lacy squares. It's really pretty too. And I don't know the names of all of them. Like this one is also one of my favorites. I don't know the name of it. I'll try to get it and post it on the description below. And the square one. So I really like this. And this one I think is just called, what's some of the boxes here? This one is just called Labels 15. One of my favorites also. So these are my 4 favorite, and I keep them in these metal rods, and these are magnetized metal rods, and it's a very strong magnet. And my husband got these for me at Lowe's, and I think that you can find them where the screwdrivers are, because it's for you to put on in a shop and magnetize the keep your screwdrivers or your scissors or whatever. But I use them for this, and they have holes on either side right here for you to mount on the wall, but I don't want them mounted on the wall because I bring them with me, because I tend to carry my big shot around, like if I'm in the kitchen or wherever I'm working, if I'm not back here. And this way I can just grab this, take it with me, and I don't have to worry of them being scattered all over the place. They're on here. This is a strong magnet. You can't bump them off, and you can even stand it over on the side on the floor and they don't fall off. It's a really strong magnet. So I keep all of mine on these, and they're all in a drawer, and whenever I need them I can just grab them. Or, you know, I could switch them out for whichever ones I want to take with me any particular time. But usually it's these 4 that I use. So, yep. So that makes, that's 2 items right there that I really love. Can't live without. And, I think, and last but not least, my most favoriteest thing of all, surpass all that, is this. I draw a lot, and I'm always drawing on anything, whatever's in front of me. If I feel like drawing, it's what I start drawing. Sometimes I draw on little notepads, big book pads, some are bulky, you know, in a sheet of paper. Whenever I decide I want to draw is when I start drawing, and which makes it really hard for me to put then those bulky, especially with the bulky item, underneath my scanner. Try to scan it, it does, you know, the light hits it, and then you get all these black spots, and it's hard to try to clean up. I draw things, and then I scan them, and I put them on my computer, turn them into vector files using Illustrator, and then I cut them with my Cricut. So I like this. Can't live without this. This is my scanner. It goes with me when I go places, and you can scan virtually anything. You can scan like this. You can scan standing up. Things that are on the wall. I just love it. And you can either transfer it to your computer using USB file, or it's got a card where it saves, and this is a 4 gig card, so it's awesome. And then it goes onto your computer, and then from there you work with it. So this is just, when they first came out with this, I was like, there it is. That's my answer. And I'll be drawing like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I don't really want the noise of the scanner. So this is really quiet, you know. I can sit there and draw and scan and work and do what I need to do. So anyway, that is my favorite tool. If you draw, or if you just like to scan things, that's the thing for you. Okay, so that is it. I was really honored that you ladies tagged me. I appreciate you thinking about me, and thank you so much. And ladies, thank you for watching, and continue to enjoy your year, and keep scrapping. Love y'all. Bye.